I do want to walk down memory lane, if you will. Let's start with the 1980s. I do want to talk about President Trump's the beginning of his financial dealings with the Saudis. That's when you pinpoint it. So take us back to 1987 and then bring us to 2015, right before he jumps into politics.
Sure. Well, if you go back to 1987, Donald Trump has a yacht called the Trump Princess, but it wasn't always called the Trump Princess. It was originally called, I think, the Nabila. And it was commissioned by a guy named Adnan Khashoggi. Coincidentally, that actually happens to be the cousin of Jamal Khashoggi, the journalist who was killed and dismembered in the Saudi consulate in Turkey. But Adnan Khashoggi had an enormous yacht, 282 feet long, and Donald Trump ended up buying that yacht. Donald Trump and various Saudi, business people and royals did business like that, and sort of, you like big toys, I like big toys. Let's do deals together, sort of thing. Another instance of it is in the mid 1990s. Donald Trump is in big financial trouble, and part of the trouble is the Plaza Hotel, which he says that he overpaid for, and in fact did overpay for. It ended up going into bankruptcy, and then in the mid 1990s he has to get rid of it. Well, one of the buyers that he sells it to is Prince Awalid, who's a relative of the royal family in Saudi Arabia. In 2001, the Saudi government is looking for apartments that they can put their diplomats in when they're at the UN headquarters. Donald Trump has a massive building very close to there called Trump World Tower, big black rectangular obelisk standing on the east side of Manhattan. The country of Saudi Arabia purchases the entire 45th floor, five apartments, 10,000 square feet, and pays Donald Trump an estimated $12 million to do so. So there are various sort of interactions like that in the old days. Then if you come up sort of to the campaign times, right after he launches his campaign, there are a series of companies that have the name Jeddah in them that Donald Trump creates. And they're structured in ways, the names are structured in ways that sound similar to other licensing deals that he has around the globe, suggesting that maybe he was working on a licensing partnership while he was running for president the first time. And I think that that's where he told me to stop my timeline.
Yes, I did. And I want to read a quote that you point out from 2015. President Trump was on the campaign trail. He mentioned Saudi Arabia, and this is what he said: Saudi Arabia, and I get along great with all of them. They buy apartments for me. Am I supposed to dislike them? I like them very much. So reflect on that quote 10 years ago, what it means to you today, looking at it now, and then talk to us about that relationship and how it changed, if it did, once President Trump entered the political landscape.
Well, it's a reflection of Donald Trump as a real estate developer, knows where the money is. And if you're a big time real estate developer in New York, you're going to see money coming in from various parts of the world because New York City has always been sort of a destination locale for people to buy apartments. And as I mentioned, in Donald Trump's case, he sells five apartments for $12 million to the Saudi government. It's obvious that if you're a government that's buying millions of dollars of worth of apartments, an entire floor in this building across from the UN, that you've got some money. And Donald Trump recognizes that, and he still recognizes that. Although the relationship has changed, has intensified in many ways, one thing has always remained constant. Saudi Arabia has had a ton of money. Donald Trump knows it, and he respects them for it.